What is up, champs? This is part 2 to the rise of migrants in the trucking industry. This is a very sensitive topic, and if you missed part 1, well, you don't have to watch it, but I highly advise to get the knowledge, do so. But with that being said, this is a very sensitive topic, and so I handpicked some comments I received in that last one, some good and some funny and some bad. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. You'll be surprised of the things that we're about to go over in this video. You'll find out that not only truck drivers are migrants and how they get their CDL, but also how truck drivers are aiding the escape from the countries that they come from. We're going to be going over that and more. Again, stay tuned and let's roll that intro. So one of the questions that I end up asking myself after the video was, how does an immigrant get a CDL? And there are those that are holding a CDL and they don't have their green card. But can I get a commercial driver's license if I'm undocumented? And this is from Lander Home Immigration APC. So we're going to read, and then I got a few videos that is very interesting, and I advise stick around for it.
If you have a job that requires you to drive others or drive a large truck, you are likely to need a commercial driver's license, CDL. CDLs are commonly required for semi-drivers, chauffeurs, and taxi drivers. While some states permit undocumented immigrants to obtain regular driver's licenses, state laws do not tend to be so generous about issuing CDLs. Currently, CDLs are available only for U.S. citizens, nationals, and permanent residents, those with a green card. One exception to this general rule is that you may be able to get a non-domiciled CDL, which is a CDL for individuals who are legally authorized to work in the U.S. Eligible individuals must have a valid employment authorization document, EAD, also known as a Form I-766 or work permit.
So there is a loophole, and you'll find out that many immigrants that don't have actual papers go through this loophole, and so companies are able to hire immigrants through, again, this loophole. So we're going to go on Quora and check out another way that immigrants actually get their CDL. Okay, so we're on Quora, and the question is, how can an immigrant get a trucking training and a commercial driver's license? I'm just reading it as they wrote it, and as long as you have a work visa or better, there are a whole lot of companies who want to hire and train you. 2, I can recommend for different reasons. First off, try CR England. Good training program, but low pay. So pretty much to go into the companies that'll hire. Typically, you'll find that some of these mega carriers are willing to hire immigrants due to tax write-offs. You're giving a job, and also you're diversifying, the people who are working for you. So it's actually in favor of large companies to see this, and we're seeing quite a lot of immigrant truck drivers actually flowing in, and I believe they make up 14%. If I'm not wrong, from my last video where we went over the statistics, they make 14% and growing. So we're going to head on over to actually truck drivers smuggling in people. This is sent by my brother, jt.traveler on Instagram. So let's head on over there. Okay, so like I said, this was sent to me, and this is actually not something only exclusive to the US. You'll see that there is actually people being smuggled in from all over the world, but we're going to bring it home to the US. But I want to show this because this is really interesting, how somebody actually stayed in the back of a trailer that long. But let's go ahead and play this video. Wow. So they step on out, and that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. There's all teenagers, 5 individuals that just came out of here, and look how hectic that is. Is anybody else coming out? Oh, there is. Oh, there's one more. Wow, somebody's right here. 6. Wow. And somebody caught them. Wow, that's definitely interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and take it on over to YouTube, where there was actually 19 illegal immigrants caught inside of a truck. You'll see it's very interesting, and this was recent. We'll bring this up. 19 illegal immigrants found inside Peterbilt truck during DPS traffic stop. And this was 6/4/24. Like I said, this was 2 weeks ago. Probably even less, no, about 2 weeks ago. And this says TXDPS troopers and special agent with the criminal investigation division stopped a Peterbilt truck, tractor, semi-trailer, and a Dodge Ram pickup on IH-35 in Webb County. The driver of the Peterbilt, Jackson Earl West of Tomball, Texas, or Tomball, my bad, I don't know what was I reading? Texas, consented to a search of the truck and tractor, leading to a discovery of 19 illegal immigrants from Mexico concealed in the cab area. 19. And we'll see that this gets actually worse. One of the illegal immigrants was suffering from heat exhaustion and received medical treatment. This is, it gets a lot worse. The driver of the Dodge Ram picked Dennis Allen Davis of Gerald, Texas, was involved in escorting the Peterbilt. Both drivers, West and Davis, were arrested and charged with smuggling of persons. Trooper referred 19 illegal immigrants to the U.S. Border Patrol. Ooh, this loud.
Do you have your license with you, sir? Where are you headed to today?
Go pick up some...
He's shaking.
Go pick up some backing loads and...
You alright? You're shaking, man.
He said, you okay?
Is there anyone else in the vehicle with you?
No, not that I know of.
No? I'm asking you right now, Mr. West. Am I going to find anything illegal in the vehicle?
Uh-oh.
Nothing illegal. I didn't do.
Okay, that's fine, Mr. West. If you want to go ahead and take a... Just sit for me right there. I'll be right back.
All right. Now, I'm not going to lie. It is pretty much a shaken up moment regardless. I mean, you're getting pulled over. So you could be shaking for no reason, but this guy is stammering. He's blabbering. He doesn't know what to say. He probably got paid a good amount of money in order to smuggle these and has been doing it for quite a while. And he got caught this time in Texas with his pants down. So let's go ahead and head back to this video.
Just sit for me right there. I'll be right back. No se me muevan.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
No se muevan.
Don't move. Oh, man. Oh, my God. 19 people in a cab? As truck drivers, you know you gotta be hot. Wow. Wow. Take a seat so you can get air. Wow. Oh, it's a young kid. Yeah, it's hot. Wow. We're gonna finish out that video, but as you can see that it is risky to even do this, and this is actually a way to bring over migrants. They can obtain their work visa by going to, even if they go to Border Patrol, more than likely they're not going to get sent back. And so even if they're traveling in a truck, it can inspire them to become a truck driver by receiving a work visa, or as we mentioned, that loophole. Oh man, it's like, wow. And he's profusely, wow, that's all of them. Wow, that is all of them. And those are the two guys that wanted to go ahead and, why does he look like that? I'm sorry. He looks like, okay, yeah, I got caught. He looks like, what? Like, what? Jackson Earl West, Tomball, and Dennis Allen Davis, smuggling of persons. Wow. And we'll find out that it gets deadly. The next thing on the docket is going to be a story, how a trucker became a deadly people smuggler. And I might even have to go and figure out in depth about this story. But this is insane. This is truly insane of how migrants get in. They obtain their work visa if possible, or they get that loophole like I mentioned, and they become truck drivers. But this is just, it takes it to the next level. How a trucker became a deadly people smuggler. Transporting undocumented migrants across America can seem like easy money until everything goes wrong. So this was released on March 15th, 2024 fairly recent by Emily. I'm not even going to try to say that last name. All James Matthew Bradley Jr. had to do was drive. He had been a trucker for 46 years, and that was his only job he knew how to do anyway. On July 22nd, 2017, he sat parked in a cul-de-sac in Laredo. Why is this all in Texas? A border city in Texas, and watched from his truck side mirror as a series of vehicles pulled up to the back of his trailer, unloaded their content, and drove off. He wasn't allowed to approach his cargo. There were strict rules around smuggling people after all. Bradley waited in the cab, upholstered in white leather with black and red trim. It was luxurious, almost yacht-like. The temperature in Laredo reached 106 degrees Fahrenheit. Man, it was 98 today. It's hot that day, and although dusk was falling, it offered little relief. When enough light had drained from the sky and the last of the people had been loaded, it was time to leave. The trailer's door closed and Bradley put the truck into gear. Okay, so I'm going to skip down to the more interesting part, but we have seen that it's hot. A lot of people are going in. Around 70 people are actually entering this semi. And if you're anybody but anybody, you know it's not comfortable. And the fact that he's doing this is insane. After midnight, a Walmart employee called 911 to report a suspicious truck and people in distress, needing water. When officers arrived, one of them approached the back of the rig, a gallon of water in hand. He would later testify that he heard moaning and felt heat radiating from the trailer before climbing inside. When he did, he vomited twice. Many of the people inside were lying flat. Oh my God. Some were completely still, others having seizures and foaming at the mouth. The officer checked pulses. Some of the migrants had already died. Those who were still breathing and conscious stared up at him blankly. Wow. I'm going to do a deep dive on this separately, but we're only 10%. And this is insane. But the guy who did this was James Matthew Bradley Jr. And 46 years, he had people dying in the back of his truck in that trailer. Wow. I want to interject here and say that this video does kind of tell a storyline of how people go from one place to another, and they're willing to take a surmountable risk, even near death, in order to become a truck driver. I don't fully agree on the process of how they're doing it. It does replace jobs that would either be filled by another truck driver, but due to the fact that they need to diversify the companies, it does take jobs away. But you can see that individuals that are coming from hot lands is literally dying in order to get a better chance here in America. So I wanted to shine some light on that. I don't, again, agree on the fact that, people are obtaining jobs illegally, and we'll actually see that, but in more problems in part 3, which is not speaking English. But the next thing that I want to touch on is Asian Mai. He released a video called Officers Release Leaked Video of Truck Driver Hiding 23 People in Flatbed Trailer, which he's going to explain he had no idea is possible. I'm going to only take a portion of it, not the full thing. If you want the full thing, it'll be down in the description below. This is going to be a long video. As I mentioned, I've been working on this for quite some time. But like I said, let's head on over to the video. Wow. So he's pulling over and... Bro, what? Oh, what? What in the world? Where is he going? Oh, he got stuck. He was trying to go. Where was he gonna go? Oh, driver bailed out. Oh, snap. Oh, he's gone.
Okay. Hey, there's more people underneath the boards.
What? How?
Yeah, dude, they're just selling right now. You can hear knocking.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna stop it there. But like I said, you already seen a few people that they pulled out of it. I'm gonna play it just a little bit more. We're not going to get the full thing. I definitely want to give credit to Mother Trucker News and also Asian Mai. But this is just, I didn't even know that was possible. I mean, I knew you can like put some equipment down there, but I didn't know you could do all this. So they said there's more people.
Hey, there's more people underneath the boards. Huh? There's more people underneath.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, they're just selling right now. You can hear knocking. Let me get my crowbar, dude.
All right, he's gonna get his crowbar and wow. I don't know. I don't see too much there. Oh, I see a face. Oh, I see a face. How does that even... What? I'm honestly shocked. Like, at this point, if you're willing to do that and, like, go through it, people are dying in semi-trucks. I want to know what they're doing with the bodies. Like, that is insane. Absolutely insane. People can die, you know, in between this four blurs. All you need to do is come to a state where they got messed up roads. Oh my gosh, one bump and you're dead. I'm almost like my whole entire insides feel like a wooden roller coaster. But you see how they get here, or one way that they get here. And then, so then they actually transport that by getting a work visa. And then they also, after that, can do that loophole that companies can actually get a tax write-off. So we got a lot of answers, and I know a lot of you guys, I'm going to read your guys' comments that was left here because they were good. I forgot to actually sprinkle them throughout the video, but let's go ahead and finish that out with the comments. So the first comment is by Mr. Crowley OZ. And I'm sorry that it took 2 months for me to actually come back with a video, but it says, don't blame immigrants, blame corporate greed. I agree with that. Some follow-ups are, oh, don't get angry at grown adults taking over an industry that Americans rely on. Just get mad at corporations. That's very convenient or convent. Do you get angry at people or corporate? Pretty much just goes on a ramble. Then you have Barack Obama saying black drivers. The last one says migrants are a major issue in America. You must be a Democrat. Okay, so that just got political. Okay, so this is the next one, and this is by Chicken Pot Pie Man. I like the name. What they're really trying to do is find people that will work for less money. I agree with that portion. In the 90s, when I started, you very rarely saw any black truck drivers. As the wages went down, you saw fewer whites and more blacks. That, wow, dang. I agree with that. I agree. I do believe that, you know, the blacks that came in, that were getting cheap wages, are getting replaced. Everybody's getting replaced at this point. Then in the early 2000s, you started seeing a lot more black women. That was another thing you rarely ever saw, was a woman truck driver. They are again finding someone to work for less money. Now it's the immigrants. It's just to find people that will work for less and less money. I can't even be offended, to be honest. That was nothing but facts, and it's hard facts. It's hard facts, but I agree with that, Chicken Pot Pie Man. You know, I remember when saying black people is a bad thing. I'm glad I'm mixed, though. Next one is Timothy Peterson, 1903. Most of them are extremely undertrained and dangerous to people on the road. And the last one that we have here is going to be Melvin Cooper. And Melvin Cooper said, cheap labor, no benefits. And I agree. I'm going to be making a video about Joe Biden again. And we do know that, you know, our current administrative people in the office are allowing, you know, migrants to come over. And if you don't like it or do like it, it doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It's already too late. And families are already going to be built up. So trucking is getting attacked by both AI and immigrants, or excuse me, migrants. So we've seen the lengths that those individuals are willing to take, and that's only one kind, you know, which is going to be, I believe, from the Hispanic vein. People are willing to do jobs that those don't want to do, or they'll do it better and for cheap or for less. It'll probably have its pluses and minuses, but at this point, you know, we're just gonna have to see how it goes. We're gonna also talk about the language barrier, because that is a huge issue when it comes down to trucking. Some of you guys mentioned that about how migrants, they don't speak English and they don't really communicate, and you'll find out that there's actually things to fix that and gap that problem. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's been lengthy. Drop me a like if you truly enjoyed the video and the knowledge bestowed upon you, and I will catch all of you champs in the next one. Peace.